Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we're checking out a CMB made knife. We have recently checked out two banger models from them. This is the Predator V3, and again, I'll have this one linked down below so you guys can check it out along with all the other knives, right, that you'll see in this video. But let's go ahead and take a look at this one. It just came in. They have made, I believe, some revisions to the knife. Got the paperwork, right, and all that good stuff, and the zipper pouch here. Let's see what the V3 is all about. You have a filler tab in here and a wiping cloth, right? Looking good. Here, let's see what this guy is all about, shall we? Attention, you are buying a knife, right? So, I mean, if a knife shows up at your door, unless you're a content creator, chances are you bought it. Or somebody gifted it to you. So you are buying a knife. Keep a knife away from children. That's a little warning right there. Let's go ahead and break through that. And here is the knife, ladies and gentlemen. I want to say the V3. So I think I checked out maybe the V1 here in the channel. It didn't feel like it was this big of a knife, and I don't know if it was a button lock or not. So what do we have going on here? We have blue denim micarta going on, exposed liners. So these are blacked out liners right there, probably matching the blade, matching the pocket clip, the hardware, right? Captive pivot with their logo right there. What kind of looks like. Basically looks like that. That's our logo right there. We got the button lock right there, of course, which is a plunge lock button lock. Sits really recessed there. And we have a matching denim blue micarta backspacer as well. Love the lanyard solution, so it doesn't give you an ugly hole, right? This is how lanyard solution should be in 2025 and going forward. So other companies, pay attention. Now, what's interesting here is the filler tab. Even though we got a filler tab, it's not necessarily inserted, right? So I could probably insert the filler tab, kind of fill in that hole there. It is a deep carry pocket clip and reversible for lefties. After all, it is going to be a lefty-friendly knife. So here we go. Thumb stop deployment. Bam. Holy macaroni, guys. Check out this blade right here. Now, again, I remember this one being maybe a little bit shorter. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I'm daydreaming or something. But I know I checked out the Predator here, maybe the original one some time ago. This one feels like a much larger knife. First impression, digging the 14C 28-inch steel here with a flat grind drop point blade. Beautiful switch there towards the front. Gotta love it. I mean, it's really a very nice aesthetic, right? Gotta dig that. And as far as the plunge lock, button lock goes, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, come on. All right, obviously it's going to be on ball bearing, so the action is going to be really, really good. Very fidget friendly, just like the doctor order right there. That is money. And yeah, thumb deployment feels good. Reverse flick off the nail. Yeah, absolutely. Wait, of course I had to jinx it. There we go. Now we're making it happen. Let me show you on camera. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Making it work here. Oh, yeah. For anyone that's completely new to plunge lock button locks, you basically have a cylinder right here under a coil spring tension. Once the blade opens fully and it hits a stop pin right here, that barrel basically, or cylinder, is going to come into that groove cut out on the blade right there and locking the blade in place. And it's also going to hold the blade close until you deploy the knife. It kind of works like a D10 since it's not necessarily a D10 ball on this knife. And some people argue that it's not the strongest locking mechanism out there, but I mean, I haven't yet had a button lock fail on me. So we got the subscribe stick of truth 2x4 right here. Let's go ahead and test it a few times. All right, that feels pretty good. I'm gonna lower the volume so it doesn't leave you deaf. All right, that's pretty good. If it passes that test, that means we are absolutely good, right? I don't need to take 3 steps back and then just swing it full force like I'm hanging off a cliff, you know, for dear life with a knife or something like that. So it definitely works. It functions. It is smooth. No button stick here of any kind. It actually feels really good going in and out. It comes back with that spring tension really nicely. So yeah, I mean, the action is really solid. And let's see, lock up is good. No side-to-side movement, no up and down movement either. And let's see, we got, ergonomically speaking, yeah, definitely able to get a full grip with some room here to forward choke. So you can forward choke on this bad boy. Not necessarily the most rounded finger choils I've ever seen, but it's something similar to, you know, like a raccoon or something, right? Where, you know, it's kind of intuitive to put your finger there and you're good to go with some jimping on the blade as well, getting a more control cut or what have you. But yeah, ergos are going to be nice. Let me see, I do feel the pocket clip there, obviously a tad bit. So I'm going to give it a good maybe 9. Yeah, 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. It's a little short, right? Not too long, which is great. I dig that, right? But sometimes you end up with pocket knives that have a really extra proportionately long pocket clip for some reason. So love the size of it, right? Just perfect, right? So that feels good, and overall the handle feels really, comfortable as well. The micarta all around is nice and kind of rounded on all the edges, so it's contour, feels good as well. And obviously this micarta is going to get even better, right, as time goes. I saw Melissa do a hack with micarta, putting some sort of lotion, or what was it? Some sort of petroleum or Vaseline on the micarta, and I don't know, I might do that with this guy and see how that goes. But yeah, so far so good. Let's go ahead and get scientific with it, if you know what I mean. 14C28N. Oh yeah, and then we're gonna get the 5x zoom here for some scientific points, proof of the scientific method. I know Mark Robert will be proud of me for saying all that. But here we go. Yeah, definitely able to cut through that paper without a doubt. Now some full slices. I mean, come on, not really proving much, but you get the idea here. Definitely gonna jinx myself, right? Definitely gonna cut that paper without an issue. Single wall piece of cardboard, cutting at a diagonal angle for better performance. Here we go. Oh yeah. I mean, it definitely, no surprises there, right? Performed well. That's what it's supposed to do. And it did really good at that. You guys rate this thing in the comments on a scale from 1 through 10. 10 being the sharpest, right? You guys let me know. Let's go ahead and do some size comparisons, give you a quick ballpark idea where this one lands. Now, I did tell you guys at the beginning, a little bit of foreshadowing, there was another model right here with blue micarta, another banging crossbar lock, and that is the Explorer from CMB. So check them out. Pretty much similar size, right? The Predator V3, right, and the Explorer right there. Maybe the Explorer is a tad bit shorter, if anything, but another amazing knife, rocking the same same recipe: thumb studs, crossbar lock, and deep pocket reversible pocket clip. And you gotta check out this thing, the Braveman, right? This one's on the premium side with the titanium handles and the S35VN steel. Another really sweet one. I mean, perhaps, arguably one of my favorite CMB made knives. Hopefully this gives you more or less a ballpark. I'm going to show you some of the typical knives here in the channel as well. Here's the Spyderco PM2. Here's the Para 3. So it's a little bit in between, actually, the PM2 and Para 3, as you can see. Here's the Demko AD 20.5 and the Kunwu Chad. So somewhere in between the Chad and the 80-20.5, actually. A lot closer, I think, to the Chad, if anything, as you can see. Here is the Kizer drop bear right there. Take a look. And the Tenable Shard, another banging crossbar locks. I mean, there's so many great crossbar locks to choose from these days. And last but not least, the Civivi Vision FG, rocking the super lock, and the CJRB Pyrite Light, another banging button lock as well. So links for all these down below if you guys want to check out prices, availability, and variants. I do have content on all these knives as well if you guys want to learn more about them. But guys, let me know your thoughts on this one, right? What are your takeaways? What do you like about it? What do you love about it? Is there anything you dislike about this one? Let me know, and let's hang out down in the comment section down below. Hope you guys really enjoyed this one. If you made it to the end, you're the real MVP. Hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one, either this one or this one. Peace.